Hello there, friends on the internet. Before I start the painting part of this video, I wanted to show you how this piece of art came to be. Basically, there was this Tumblr post that I saw like 2 years ago, which was the zodiac signs as witches, and I was like, oh, this is such a great idea and I love these descriptions. I'm gonna make an art series about this. There was going to be one for each zodiac sign. Well, I did one. I did Sagittarius because that seemed the easiest of the descriptions, and I hated it from the get-go because, like, it just wasn't good, and I wanted to do things with it that I didn't have the skill set to do. So, fast forward to, well, a couple of days ago, and I'm like, okay, finally I'm going to restart this series, and this time I'm just gonna go in order from Aries to whichever one is the last one. I'm not an expert on zodiac signs. So I wanted to put kind of more effort into character design and stuff this time, and let me be clear, I have never ever in my life ever paid this much attention to character design, let alone used this much time for character design. I made some notes about, this was just what it said about the character on the post, and there my random scribbles all around here. This was my first. I figured out the face and the hair, which is inspired by a friend of mine because she's an Aries and I just thought of her. Then I kind of sketched out a body type, nudity warning. I should have said that before. Maybe I'll put a text or something. Anyway, then I was gonna go with this kind of scarf thing that crisscrosses on the back, but then I thought that looked stupid, so I switched it out for like a vest thing. And then I spent like an hour trying to figure out the pose and looking up reference and thinking of tarot cards or something, and I just could not figure it out. And then eventually I started thinking maybe she's sitting down. Actually, that was like one of my initial ideas here, but then I thought as I wrote there that it's like too gentle, that she's like kneeling down next to the fire, because it says fire tells them what they want to know, so I wanted to incorporate that, but then I wasn't liking it. But then I kind of found this relaxed looking sitting pose. I found this reference image, I'll put it on screen if I remember, and that kind of inspired the pose. And then I was going to do woods in the background because I wanted some kind of nature background, and woods was my initial thought because I'm from Finland and that's the nature that we have, but I didn't like that, so I was looking up moors, and then it gave me this picture of kind of like these cliffs that you get in Ireland, and I went to Ireland last summer and I was like, yeah, that's cool, I want to do that. So that's basically what I did. So this was my final kind of composition, a thumbnail sketch thing, with the fire and the witch sitting there, and then the cliffs in the background and the moon, and it says not full moon because I decided that full moon was too cliche and I wanted to do something different. Then I just sketched out the face from kind of the angle that I wanted. It didn't come out very good, and then I sketched out the moon and the fire, and then I basically filled the space with random scribbles with gouache because I hate leaving empty spaces on pages. That's basically the only reason. Okay, so now on to the actual painting. There are some kinks to work out, both in my filming setup and in my YouTubing in general. Basically, I did actually film the sketching part of this drawing, and then as I was transferring the clips from my phone to my computer, I thought, oh yeah, I have all the clips on my computer, now I can just delete them off my phone. And not only did I delete them from the camera roll, I also deleted them from recently deleted, which means that they're permanently deleted, only to realize that I did not in fact transfer all of the clips onto my computer. So I guess sorry about that. There is also a part coming up soon-ish, I think, where the tapes that had my phone strapped to my lamp failed and my phone kind of just swung off like Tarzan on, what are those things called? A vine, right. Yeah, so that happened. After that I added an extra piece of tape to hopefully keep it in place better, but yeah. Okay, here we go. There it goes, and yeah, let's see that again in slow-mo. I'm painting, minding my own business, not realizing that everything is going out of frame because the camera is slowly falling, and yup, there it goes. Okay, so yeah. Clearly, masking taping your phone to your desk lamp is not the ideal filming solution, especially since I can't paint except when it's daylight, because I can't turn my desk lamp on because the camera is taped to it. You get what I mean? I did, however, discover that I can film a time-lapse while speaking on the phone, because I was on phone on the speaker with my friend for like an hour and a half while I was painting this, so there's that. Okay, am I actually, like, supposed to talk about the painting now? What is a YouTube video? Anyway, yeah, painting. I used my Winsor Newton gouache things that I got for my birthday like 3 years ago. And actually that was really a weird thing because I haven't used these for at least a year. I've mainly been painting with watercolor recently, but for whatever reason I decided, oh, I don't really know how to use gouache, but let's just take this art piece that I really like and just put gouache on it and hope it turns out good. Well, luckily it did turn out kind of good, but anyway, there was this weird thing when I was opening up all my tubes and squeezing out the paint, you know, as you do, and the black paint, first of all, it was all puffed up like there was pressure inside there, and when I opened up, this, like, smell came out, and I can really only describe it as smelling like poop, because that's really what it was, and it was very persistent. It, like, floated around in my room as long as the paint was there. And then when I re-added more paint on the next day when I painted more, yeah, the smell was back, so that was unpleasant, but it seemed to paint on fine, so I just tried to ignore the stinkiness. If anybody knows why my gouache paint smells like poo, please let me know in the comments below. Not that I'm expecting anybody to be watching this, but if you are, and if you know, please do tell me. Okay, I find that really funny that whenever I'm doing the character, like, close-up, you immediately start seeing my head in the picture because I just lean in so close when I'm doing the little details of the character. So yeah, I don't know what possessed me, first of all, to use gouache, and then also to paint with flat brushes, because I usually always use round brushes for everything, but for some reason I thought it would be great to use flat brushes, basically, for everything in this artwork, so that also happened. This is really kind of just like a mess, like, all over. So, I'm sorry about that. I'll try to do better next time, and this time I will actually make this into a series, and I will actually do all 12 of the zodiac signs. Are there 12? Again, I'm not a zodiac sign expert. Okay, see, again, here, I don't know what happened. Maybe my lamp moved, maybe my phone moved, maybe the tapes got loose, I don't know, but either way, the angle moved. Okay, so we are very nearly to the end of the speed paint part of this video, but I still have a treat for you. As we have all learned from Simply Nailogical, peeling is where it's at, so I filmed a little bit of peeling off the tapes from the side. Obviously I was dumb and did it with my left hand while filming with the right and not the other way around, which would have been easier because I'm right-handed. And there we are, we get from this concept artwork to this final piece. I'm trying to give a close-up if my camera would focus. I really need to get like a tripod or something. This isn't working. Focus! Focus, damn you. There you go. So that's basically all I have for you today in this video. I would like to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you whenever I see you. Goodbye.